You'll see.
Hmm.
Well, but I'm gonna show you the difference right off the bat. So you'll notice it because you'll know how things are done the right way. Because things will feel off when you talk to people. Like what? Hold up. That's not what I was taught. You know what I mean? Like in the way I'm gonna teach you is gonna be the right way. And I know it's gonna be the right way because I don't want nothing from none of y'all. And everybody that's gonna teach you or wants to teach you is gonna want something from you, no matter what. At the end of the day, they're gonna want something. I don't want nothing. Just want to see you do good and use your time wisely. Hold up. Let me do one thing real quick. I'm saying eating this link. Oh man, it's cold up in here. Man, oh man. Um, Marcus, what position you playing? Running back?
No, I play defensive end.
Ooh. How
Yeah,
big? How tall are you?
6'2".
Mm. All right. So I'm coming up in 2 seconds. Let me grab a drink. I'm gonna be doing some talking, and then
Alright.
I give people 2 more minutes. Be right back. Alrighty. Let's do this. Ian, what up, bro?
What's up, everybody?
What's good?
Alrighty. We're missing a
What's
few, but it's being recorded, so there's about 8 more, but everyone's on a different time zone. So yeah, Ian, just take a couple minutes, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about Global Visionaries and our plan with this thing.
Yes, sir, 100%. Well, yeah, first off, man, appreciate you having me on the call. I don't have too much time. I have to hop on a call with Reza here in a second. But yeah, man, I mean, my name's Ian Weaver. I'm 22 years old currently, and I'm out here from Houston, Texas. I don't know if you guys can see me right now. I'm actually in the car on my way to my dad's. I'm about to teach my family how to trade tomorrow, so it's pretty cool. Because when I first started trading, not a lot of people kind of saw the vision with it. But then again, we were doing something that's never really been done before. So yeah, like I said, 23 years old. I started trading about 10 months back, and I was serving tables at the time. But I always knew that all those successful people out there, entrepreneurs, business-minded people, always talked about finding a way to make your money work for you. So I always was open-minded towards opportunity and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I never really saw any opportunities that really caught my eye. I had been in network marketing previously. I had been in a company where I was selling a protein, selling an energy drink. But, honestly, nobody really wants to be a salesman. That's why when it comes down to it, learning a skill set is way different, man. Like people want to learn, how to make money. People want to learn how to make their money work for them. And I think that's why GV created such a massive, movement. If you guys don't know,
Uh,
previously, like literally our team Global Visionaries came into the game and pretty much broke records in this entire industry, man. We literally built a team of about 10,000 people, 50 countries, 50 states in about 6 months, and that had never before been done. That's because what we were doing is so powerful, teaching people how to trade. We had a lot of teams that were stepping up to the plate, really showing people this skill set and how to do it. And it really became a massive movement. And that's where we stand right now. We know how powerful, what we're doing is. And now we linked up with Reza, which is just a complete game changer, man. To be 100% real, because the platform, has everything we need. It has the education, it has the tools, it has the resources. It has everything we need. But on top of that, bro, on the GV end, the things we're bringing to the table, like, people can't even fathom. I know you guys have seen some of the production that's been going on, like the GV movies coming out, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg. We literally have our own app coming out along with the Kaizen app, and it's going to be registered with the Kaizen app, so they'll be working together. We have all these things happening. We literally have Europe tours going on, world tours, US tours, and honestly, this is just the beginning. Like I said, business is all about timing, 100%. Real estate's all about location, business is all about timing. We're literally like, the way I look at it is Mark Zuckerberg was this kid who had this idea, right? He invited 20 friends over to hear about this thing called Facebook. 10 of his friends came. 8 of his friends said, screw you, you're crazy. And, the 2 friends that signed up for Facebook that night are now multi-billionaires. So that's the kind of timing that we stand in. And most people really don't see it that way. But if you want to become wealthy, you have to position yourself in front of a trend, before it becomes obvious to everybody else. And these industries are so freaking lucrative. What I love about both of them is, it doesn't really matter where you're from. It doesn't really matter what you've done in the past. All it really matters is what you're willing to learn, what you're willing to bring to the table, how hard you're willing to go, because there's no secret to this industry. Like, you got to put in work, right? You got to put in work. That's the thing. And the reason I am where I am is not because I'm the smartest or the brightest or the most intelligent. It's just because I outwork everybody in the game. That's the name of the game. It's called network marketing, not net sit marketing, not net sit back and wait for something great to happen to you marketing, not net golden lottery ticket marketing. It's literally called network marketing, right? You got to put in the work, but I'm telling you guys right now, the timing we stand in, y'all are literally the only team out there in Chi-Town right now that I can think of. So obviously this is like a massive freaking opportunity. To me, this isn't even an opportunity anymore. This is really like a responsibility, because I have, kids all over the world, people all over the world that are really looking up to me, and I'm going to make sure and I do whatever it takes to make sure that they eat. But yeah, man, just a little bit about my background. I literally came from a very traditional household. The first 18 years of my life, I was literally raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So when I was introduced to opportunity like this, I was very skeptical, very closed-minded. I was raised with the employee mindset. I was always told you had to go to school, get good grades, get a good job. But then I just realized, the world that we're living in now isn't the same world we lived in 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And really, we're just adapting to change. This seems like what we do seems crazy to most people, but what most people, the results that most people are getting aren't the results that I want in life. That's why I decided to step away from the masses and really do the opposite of what everybody else was doing to get a different result. On top of the fact that I'm really stubborn, I don't like taking orders from anybody. I don't like having somebody telling me what to do. I got that from this man right here, my dad. But it's pretty funny, and like I said, I was just raised with that traditional mindset. So don't worry about, guys, it takes time. It is a process. You got to fall in love with the process. Don't just focus on the destination. That's the biggest key I can give to you with this industry. Like, the patience is a massive factor. It will happen. Like, statistics for this industry alone, like 3 to 5 years in network marketing, you will become a 6-figure earner. But most people don't give it 3 to 5 years. They give it 3 to 5 months, and they get discouraged and quit and go tell all their friends it doesn't work. Like, dude, this is a business. Like, it takes time, right? But literally, I'm telling you guys, the timing that we're in right now, and I'm going to keep saying this over and over again, because you will never realize how important that is, and a factor of where we stand in time. 5 years ago, average traders were 60, 70 years old. This is new amongst our whole generation, so it's up to leaders like us to really step up to the plate and show people how it's done and what it takes to actually make it. But yeah, I don't really want to take up all y'all's time. I really want to get to know y'all. That's why I'm on the call. I want to get to know you guys and your stories. So, pass it off. Who's next, man? What's up?
Man, what's up, buddy? Man,
What's
that's
up?
not
What's up?
good. No, man, we got a bunch of new guys on here. We're missing about 7, but that's okay, because I'm doing one-on-ones with everyone, and we're going to get them all caught up. Trey, I've been with Trey's been my buddy for quite a while. He helped me. We had a little group out here before we started with Kaizen. There's about 6 of us being mentored by one of my good buddies. His name is Kevin Smith. Very low-key guy, all about his trading. He's not flashy, but the dude knows what he's doing. Gave us a lot of knowledge, a lot of real tools. So that's what we're doing here. What we got going on here is we got guys that, when I first started, I wasn't skeptical because I was actually a part of Amway. I was a part of what else? A couple other things. I did network marketing, and the cool thing about being a part of a network marketing program and moving forward, even though it might not have worked out, I learned a lot of things: how to do things right, how to do things wrong. And what's cool about it is, you start learning little things, like you start open speaking to people about things. You start wanting to learn things about people that I had. They wanted to learn about me. They were there for me as friends. So it's like with this, I get it. Like, not everyone, the biggest thing I always ran across was not everyone could afford things. Not everyone wanted to put in money to make money. So the cool thing about this is I can decide my own time, and I know how to make money trading. I can show someone else how to make money trading. If I can show someone else that they can make money trading, and that if I show them, some basic stuff, just basic stuff, that they can make money, and hey, make 100, 200, 300 bucks. I'll give you my time. That's fine. And then, they can kind of invest in themselves. And if they want to take it to the next level, they can take it to the next level. If they're like, hey, this isn't for me, and this isn't for me, I'm still gonna look at you as the same person. You're still my friend, whatever it was before. Like, it doesn't mean anything. This is just an opportunity, and I'm not trying to sell it to anybody. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want to give an opportunity to someone that thinks like, hey, I deserve better than this 9 to 5. I deserve better, than this $15 an hour, this $5, this $12 an hour. I deserve better than here. You deserve better. Then you know what? Put in a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, the same amount of effort and time that you put in at your 9 to 5 that you hate so much, and hey, you won't have to have that 9 to 5 anymore. So I don't have to sell this to anyone. This is an opportunity, and this is a real test. People that really want to make a change will make a change. If you don't, you don't. There's no hard feelings ever. You don't have to feel like a salesperson. You don't have to feel like anything. And that's just what this is about. You know what I mean? It's just an opportunity that we want to present to people. So, Trey, go ahead and take it off. Let Ian know. I know Trey's been asking about you, Ian. He thinks you're a cool dude. So get to know Trey. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, man. A little bit about me. I did stocks before this. Justin kind of just brought it to my attention that, hey, I'm building this team. You should really jump on because there's a lot of opportunity out here, especially for the younger generation. I think what's key on what Ian said is that, this is something that's new to our generation. Like, there hasn't been an opportunity like this before. I mean, as far as the technology that we have at our disposal now, and the amount of money that moves on a daily basis in the market that we're talking about. So, once he brought that up to my attention, I was trading in stocks. The stock market itself is like a $22 billion market. We're talking here, I think, what is it, like 5 trillion, 10 trillion? I don't know. It's somewhere in that range, dude. But it's almost, how do I describe this? It's ain't no comparison at all to what the stock market is. I mean, this is like, infinitely greater just because of the mobility of it and the volatility. So, that's what really drew me away from stocks. I mean, I'll dabble in there every now and then and check on the markets, but this is really drove and really gained my full attention at this point. Just going back into, what he was talking about with the Chicago region, man, this is untapped potential in this region. There's no established, I don't want to say club, but organization that's really going to put this city on the map. So, it's a responsibility, like you said, not just an opportunity. I come from, a single parent household. My mom raised me. My dad came around like 14, 15. Both my parents are military. So they're very strict about at least doing something. It's just no sitting around the house. You either get a job, go to school, or a combination of the two. I'm working 2 jobs right now, at FedEx and at Convex. They basically make like parts, nuts and bolts, stuff like that. But basically, I'm in the industry of logistics, and I've learned a lot in that industry. But I'm not looking to settle with $12 to $13 an hour for the rest of my life. I want to branch out, obviously, and have multiple streams of income. I think that's the greatest thing you can do for yourself when you're talking about establishing yourself as an entrepreneur, a businessman, a businesswoman, or just a consultant. Having multiple streams of information, multiple streams of, income coming your way. So it just makes you that much of a diverse type of human being. So what I'm looking to get out of this is just more information, more networking, meeting new people. Ian brought up the touring, going to Europe. I'd love to get involved with that stuff, man, because, I love not politically, I love publicly speaking, I should say that. So, I'm going to pass it off to Kevin. Go ahead, Kevin.
I think Kevin had to go run and do something real quick, but Kevin's fine because I'm more going to reach out to the new guys. Kevin knows Kevin's a veteran, so we ain't worried about Kevin. Marcus, I know Ian,
Yeah.
you're on a time span here. Marcus, take a couple minutes, and then Chris, take a couple minutes, and then I know Ian's got to take off. So let's keep it
Uh,
within 5 minutes.
all right, I'm Marcus. I just graduated from high school like a few months, about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm a college athlete now. I play for the University of Mount Union in Ohio. They like #1 in the nation for Division III football. Um, I play defensive end. I got a brother that played college football. I got like 2 cousins in the NFL. My granddaddy went to the NFL. So like my whole family is like based around sports. But I'm trying to get to, I want to be living right by the time I get out of college. I don't want to have to, be looking for a job, like 3 months after college, still with my mama or something like that. Like I want to be living right by the time I get out and just build onto it with my college education and whatnot. Basically, that's it. Matter of fact, I found out about this like at the beginning of summer. Like the first time I ever heard about like forex trading, I this dude from another business called Forever and Profit. I don't know if y'all heard of them, but they
Yeah, I
tried to
know.
put
I've
me
I've
on.
I've worked with those guys directly, Q and Ryan.
Yeah, I probably spoke with Ryan like one time, and I don't know. I was kind of iffy about it at first because I ain't really know much about it. But I did a little bit of research over it, and it's definitely something I'm interested in learning. Especially if I can, make it easier for me in college, then that's definitely a big plus. So yeah, that's
100%,
about it
man.
with me.
Very cool. You guys know Lewis Neal? He plays for LSU. He actually makes like thousands in the market a day. I think they just did a story about him as well.
Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. He said he made like 6,000 a day one time.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a professional athlete as well, bro. So a lot of people are really opening up to it. It's cool because like, just being in college and playing college ball, people are just looking for something to do while they can follow their passion. So
Exactly.
that's pretty dope that you're looking at it to such a young age, bro. Right out of high school, you have a lot of time to learn, a lot of time to grow, to where
Hmm.
eventually you can follow your passion and play football and play sports and literally still have income and your money working for you on the side, which is dope. But 100%, man.
Yeah,
Awesome. And
appreciate it.
Chris, say what's up real quick, and then we're gonna let you go in.
Hey, what's up? My name is Christopher Maldonado. I'm 24 years old. I live in Stockton, California. Um, my family has some time. I had brought this concept at the time. Their skepticism kind of rubbed off on me, and then I started doubting myself and doubting this whole process. Um, but I think I try to look at it this way. This is a new venture. This is something new, and I'm all about new experiences. I really have a feeling that this is something great, and I just want to run with it.
Very cool, man. Yeah, Dad, how skeptical were you at first when I started this?
I've been through network marketing, but on this one, I didn't even look at the network marketing. I haven't even thought about residuals or anything, getting people into the company. I've been thinking about what it does for me, what I can learn. Like he's talking about a skill set, I can learn how to trade on my own, and that's what appealed to me. The residuals, I'll need to use them because I don't got a lot of money sitting there, but the thing to me was a skill set. I can trade. If Kaizen goes away in 5 years, I can still trade online. That was a big thing for me. So it's like now's the time to get in the company, be at the top, do what you got to do. It's a win-win. It's a double win. But then you got the skill set. You can make some money anytime you want on your phone. It's a win-win for me.
I just heard it from Papa Weaver himself.
Papa Weaver, I just stole that quote. If Kaizen goes away in 5 years, I can still trade. That's
They're already
beautiful.
stealing your nuggets. They're
That's
already
awesome.
writing down your nuggets. It's cool, man.
I got plenty of nuggets where that came from.
It's funny because like my family was always very skeptical, and I used to let that, get me down as well. But at the end of the day, being able to build a business with my dad, because he sees, this isn't, they never wanted to sell protein with me or energy drinks, but when it comes to learning a skill set on how to make money from your phone, it's great to see your family, reaction. But it's all about, keep in mind, 90% of this business is the way it's introduced. You just have to do it the right way, and most people won't do it. I wasn't introduced the right way at first, so I don't have too much, a lot more time, guys. But I appreciate you guys. I'm glad I got on the call. Glad I got to know you guys. But let's set up a training call with everyone, and let me know when I'll be on. I'll make sure you guys get all the right knowledge to really blow this thing up the right way, and we'll take it from there.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Good.
Ian, are you trading tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, possibly. I'm actually headed to my family's house right now. Tomorrow we have the entire day set up to where I'm going to be teaching everybody the basics and advanced trading. So that's what I'm going to be doing all day tomorrow. But tomorrow night I may get into some trading, possibly.
Sweet. If you can give me one favor.
What's up?
Whenever you're trading, and I'll do the same. Whenever you're trading, you get some time. Can you just throw your trades in our chat? Just like, hey, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. Hey, I'm gonna throw stuff at everybody I know because it's just extra eyes. You don't have to take my trades, but it's something else to look at. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Definitely appreciate it. You know what I mean? I want to make everyone money. I want everybody to see different things. That's what this is about, giving to everybody. I don't charge anyone for my trades. Listen, this is what I see. Take it or leave it. So I'm cool.
Yeah,
all right,
100%, bro. I'll always do that. For sure.
Appreciate it, man.
But all right, fellas. Of course, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right, let's get started. All righty. Everybody, we got cool. Everybody mute their mics. Hold up real quick. I'm finna get a blanket. I'm cold. It's cold in this house.
You said mute our mics.
Yeah, mute them. It's up in the corner.
All right.
Cool. So everybody's on a laptop? Yeah.
I'm on my phone.
Do you have a laptop?
I'm streaming this from my cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I got two. But I'm on my phone right now.
Everybody's got a notebook though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll still do it then. Okay. So does everybody know what Forex is? You know what Forex is?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't know what Forex is, it's currencies. So for example, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, every second, every millisecond, the markets are moving up and down depending on the economy, every segment of the U.S. dollar is getting stronger or weaker. Same with the Canadian dollar, same with the British pound, same with the Japanese yen, same with every currency in the world. So what Forex is in dummy term is taking whatever dollar is worth more than the other and trading it for that period of time of when it's greater. So when the US dollar is worth more than the Canadian dollar, I am going to sell my Canadian dollars for my US dollars because the US dollars is worth more than Canadian dollars. So if every Canadian dollar is worth 50 cents more, if every Canadian or every US dollar is worth 50 cents more, every dollar I get, I'm profiting 50 cents, depending on how many I risk. Okay? So pretty simple stuff. If you need more on that, I have a really, really short 3-minute video if you really need to understand what Forex is. So went over that. So also what I want to talk about is the Kaizen Chicago branch. Guys, I'm gonna keep this brief because it's already 10:34 and there's kind of a lot to cover. But hold on, let me get a drink here. You guys gotta stay away from the media. And when I say media, it's like you're gonna see a bunch of Forex people. You're gonna see a lot of people showing their Forex trading, showing these giant accounts about making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Some are real, some are not. Doesn't matter. Do not get caught up in how much people are making. Worry about how much you're making, because if you get caught up on how much people are making, you're taking up that mental space out of your pockets. So you're not focusing on how much you're making, because whether their money's real or fake doesn't affect your bank account. So stay away from anything you see on the internet, anything you see social outside of this group. I don't say that because I think we're better than anyone. I'm not saying that because we're the most experienced traders. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that because I know how to teach the right things the right way at a more slower pace and a more hands-on pace that you're not going to really get. This is a business that has, what, 30 to like 50,000 people in it already. You really think you're going to get one-on-one time with Reza? You think he's really going to show you how to set up with a broker? You think he's really going to sit there and show you how to, break down a chart? No. Not. Yeah, he will, but you think he's going to have one-on-one time to teach you this stuff? Because that's what you really need. You need one-on-one time. And you're not going to get that anywhere else, guaranteed. Another thing that's different about this is it's completely free to you new people. Obviously, it gets to show you, this gives you an opportunity to make money. You can open up obviously, you have to eventually invest your own money, but as far as the knowledge, that's what everyone pays for. Just so you guys know, I paid $750 a month for my first group, plus putting money into my account. $750. Now, Kaizen's $200, and what we're gonna go over what Kaizen is really, really good for, because Kaizen is not something that we're just gonna like baby off of and just expect Kaizen to make our money. No, Kaizen offers a lot of opportunity to our own brand to really develop a lot quicker, and I think that's really Reza's true intentions. It's not for people to like live off of him or anything like that, but to learn a skill set that he's really trying to teach. And I think a lot of people don't know how to sell his product the right way. So it gives everything a bad name. And whatever the dude's been through, I don't care. Whether it's true or not, doesn't matter. Because you know what? We're still going to do our analysis correctly, the way we all know. We're still going to do the work. We're not going to just take his trades and just be like, yeah, we're just going to, not do anything. That's not what it's for. It's there for, you to guide you, that's all. So another thing is you'll find some people out there, talking about, I saw someone today, no names, but, they're talking about showing their accounts and all that, which is cool. Like, if you want to get into that whole drama of posting your results in a cocky manner about how much you make, if someone questions you about your account, then they're free game. But don't get involved in that stuff. Don't worry about posting your huge results. Don't get into that. Like, it's just not a battle that, who cares? Who cares? People in this game hate to see other people make money. They hate to be number two, even though this is $1 trillion a day industry, a $5.3 trillion a day industry, and you got people making $250,000 a year complaining because they're not number one. There's $5.3 trillion a day going through, and you're complaining about 0.00000000001% of the percentage coming in daily. Are you kidding me? Like, get real. Like, the potential in this, you don't need nobody. You don't need people to mentor you. You just need to want to learn something. Find someone that's actually going to teach you how to do the right things, and you'll be successful. Because if you want to make money, you're gonna take it into your own initiative to learn. So that's that. Um, to brokers. So I'm gonna share my screen. So everyone tune into mine. I'm gonna share my screen for everybody. Ooh. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So 3 brokers. Write this down. There's so many brokers to use. Okay, and I'm gonna go through each of them. The first broker I ever used and you guys have to eventually pick your own broker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you about these brokers, and I'm going to tell you about them, and I'm going to tell you the perks to them, and I'm going to tell you the things you might not like about them. And then there's people that we're missing about 15 people, and I have a few leaders that can tell you certain about brokers that I don't know because I haven't used them all the same. So we're going to start with Forex Broker Inc. This is the first broker I've ever used. So I'm going to show you basically how to open an account. Oh, hold up. This is the wrong one. This is wrong. Hold on. Yeah, it said Forex Broker Inc. What is up? There it is. Forex Broker Inc. Here it is. So what you're going to do. So here's the cool thing about Forex Broker Inc. Normally they have some cool, like, you can get a free $100 demo, or not a free demo, but a free $100 credit. So what a credit is, I'll show you when we start. It's actually better to show you on the app, but it's okay. I'll show you on here too. Account type. Okay. So Forex Broker Inc. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to members login, or yeah, hold on. I haven't done this one. I'll open a real account. So we'll open a real account. No, actually, let's open you guys a demo account. Just offhand, how soon could you guys come up with 20 to 50 bucks to like put into a trading account?
I can, like, in a few days.
Okay. There's no rush.
Yeah.
It's just when you start to like win trades, I would really suggest to switch, like take 20 bucks, 20 to 50 bucks, and I say 20 to 50 bucks because some brokers are a minimum of 100. Some you can put $1 in. Like Forex Broker Inc., I think their minimum is 100 bucks. So we'll start with a demo account. It's going to be kind of confusing at first.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to need the platform we trade on. There's different platforms that you trade on. So what MetaTrader 4 is just like Sirix Station. You can trade currencies in Sirix, but it's a total different way to read the markets. So MetaTrader 4 is a certain way to read the markets. That's the way I'm trained. This way pretty much everyone I know is trained. Even though really experienced traders know all about every single one of those. I don't know. So we're not even going to get into it. Okay? Open a free demo account. Just here. What the hell? Yeah, MetaTrader 4, register. Sorry. Boom. Okay, so yada yada yada. I'm gonna just put in my stuff. So, I'm not even putting my real stuff in here. Hold on. I'm only gonna show this on one. This is just how they're all gonna be the same, but I'm just gonna show you which leverages and stuff to choose. Okay, so United States.
And that's what's the name of that website again?
This is Forex Broker Inc. If you look up here, here's the Forex Broker Inc. This is one of the brokers. I'm gonna show you three brokers. Three brokers that I use, and I'm gonna show you which ones I recommend. These are the three I recommend. You're gonna choose which one you want to use. It doesn't matter to me. They all have their perks. They all have, you know, that has everything. Really sucks, but so it's already probably gonna say I have an account because I actually do have an account. Before it's Broker Inc. Oh, we'll just Tim message me. Let's see what Timmy's got to say. Damn tough. Okay. It's not serious. Oh my god. Okay. So we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna go to my broker now. So here's the next broker, FX Glory. Now this is the last one I recommend, even though they were my favorite for a while. I still have my account. I just had this is what I was doing my back testing on. I have a little $90 account. Just to give you guys an idea, I made $40 off of a $50 account. Off of this was 50, and then I made $40. So okay, so I'm gonna open a demo. So it's gonna be the same when you open a real account. Okay, so same. So just a demo. So I'm gonna go to Forex. My account leverage 1. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to 1 and 200. What that is we won't even go over it right now. Just know to choose 1 and 200. I want to make this super basic because there's a lot of complicated things that aren't really important, but you'll understand where they're meeting down the line. And you want to start with a real amount of money. A real amount. That's what people mess up. You'll see people putting 10,000. No, you're not gonna be trading with $10,000. Put in 100, or no, don't even put in 100. Put in $50. Practice with $50. 50 to $100, no more. If you do 100, let me know. If you do 50, let me know. $50. Open account. Confirm. Do my demo. Boom. I got a demo account. So what you're gonna do when you download MetaTrader 4 on your cell phones, everyone go to their cell phone and go to their application store and download MetaTrader 4. It's gonna look like this.
You said it's what now?
This, I'm gonna show you.
Uh,
Whoops. What the hell? It's called Meta. META. Or trying to find the logo because you'll see it as soon as you type it in. Just type in MetaTrader 4.
it's like a 4 in the middle
Look,
of the
looks
logo.
looks like this.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's downloading now.
Okay. So this is going to be your ID and this is going to be your password that you're going to use to log into your account. So this $50, now you can put it on your cell phone. So when you log into your account, make sure you take a picture of this. Every account, I always take a picture of it. Write it down. 96392, that's my ID, and this is going to ask for my password. I type it into the log into existing account. Boom. Your account's on there. You can now take trades on your phone. Do not get comfortable just trading on your phone. Get used to breaking down charts, which we will go over. So next, so those are brokers. The last broker, the thing about this broker is they don't let you trade news, and they charge 5% on a withdrawal. But the cool thing about this broker is you can actually just throw it into your. You can actually just throw the money into because this is actually PayPal friendly, so you can dodge the 5% on the withdrawal and send it to your PayPal, and it hits your account instantly, and then you go from your PayPal to your real bank account. But I mean, they don't do news days. That's what sucks. So the last one I recommend, which I'm actually transferring this $90, and they actually give you a 25% credit. So what that means, if you put in $50, you can trade with 75. So you can only withdraw 50, but you have 75 to actually trade with. So you have a bigger amount to put in bigger sizes to get bigger returns. So you can enter bigger trades essentially, but you can only withdraw what's in your account, not with what's credited to you. Credited is only what you can use towards the market to get a bigger gain. Okay, so the next one, the last one I will recommend will be Trader's Way. And another cool thing about FX Glory, you can use FX Glory, don't get me wrong. If you just can't trade Newsday, which Newsday is a huge it's a very, very, very volatile day where things like the market goes haywire. So it goes in one direction and it shoots that way for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 pips, and you're just making thousands and thousands of dollars within a couple of minutes. It's crazy. Or
Dang.
you're losing thousands or wiping out your account within minutes. It's one or the other. But if you know what you're doing, you'll never wipe your account. Which we're going to teach you how not to wipe out your account. That's why
So
we only start with $50 because if you can build a $50 account if you can build a 50,000, think about this. If you can build a $50 account to $1,000 account consistently, you will make $250,000 plus a month. Promise.
you said 250,000.
If you know how to, if you can build a $50 account to $1,000 account consistently a week, yes.
Wow.
Because if you can do that, and then you can build a $10,000 account into a $80,000 account a week, and more if you want to. It's just the equivalent of the size of the money you're trading with the same skill. So we're not going to throw a bunch of money in and try to make a bunch of money. It's not how you trade. Learn how to trade. Learn how to build accounts. Learn what it feels like to lose money. Learn what you're going to have to lose money in this game to know how to trade. If you don't lose, you're not going to learn. So it's okay. Don't worry about that. We're going to teach you how not to. We're going to teach you how to gain while you lose, so you don't blow your accounts. We're going to teach you how to set your stop losses and do all that stuff, so you don't blow your accounts. Okay. So another thing about Trader's Way is Trader's Way. They actually have a 100% bonus. So you deposit $100, you have up to $200 to trade with. So you can potentially make $1,000 2 times quicker because they give you a 100 bonus. So it's pretty cool. But they do charge commission on your trades and on your losses. So that's what sucks. No withdrawal penalties or fees. I don't know what their withdrawal fee is. I never withdrew from them. But
So I heard like Tuesday and Wednesday like the biggest days. Is that true?
yeah, they're actually middle of the week. That's another thing someone was talking about today because we have a synergy scanner which gives us trades essentially, and he was wondering why synergy wasn't working. Well, Sunday is actually what the marketers call, or what the market makers call, a trick day. So you might see certain setups, but the markets they just don't act right. They don't follow the trends the way you're trained to read them. So they use it as a trick day. So depending on who you talk to, don't get me wrong, I've seen a lot of people make a lot of money on Sundays, but it's just for some of us we just stay away from Sundays. That's more of like the way I learned is Sunday is like an analysis day. You just analyze the rest of the week, and that's what you do. On Sundays. Mondays, you get at it. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you kill it. Thursday, you get on US session and kill it. Friday, hopefully it's a news day, and you're done in the afternoon, and hopefully you made about $7,000 that week. If you had a killer week, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you're making $7,000 a week.
That sounds great.
You know what I mean? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the biggest thing. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with a lot, so you guys understand the brokers. Download your accounts. I'll answer your questions. If you guys want to do an account now, I got some stuff I'm put on. So Trey, if you want to, teach a little lesson, go over some, what else? Whatever else. I don't know what else I missed. I wrote everything down I wanted to go over. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This is a start with you guys at least. What was that?
Justin, did you sorry to interrupt you, Marcus. Did you give him the website, Baby Pips?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it to Marcus.
Okay. Marcus, definitely check out that website, man. It's gonna give you the basic concepts of how to find short-term trends, long-term trends, certain patterns that form. What you're gonna learn about these markets, and what you're gonna see is that there's patterns that form. For example, one pattern that's a sell is a head and shoulders. You can write that down, a head and shoulders.
Is there anything like I think they call it a swing high too?
A swing high?
Yeah. Is that the same thing or is that different?
That's a possible trend, but that's not a head and shoulders. From what you said, a swing high, that sounds like a bullish market where bulls, which is buying, are driving up the market. So a currency like the US dollar is going higher against the Canadian dollar.
Yeah.
And the one thing you got to learn primarily is that each of these currency pairs They all have their own kind of personality, so to speak. Like, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at on my screen right here. 1 second. All right, so this right here, I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me know if you can or if you cannot.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so look where my mouse is.
Mm.
Right there. That's GBP USD. That means that's the Great British Pound. I don't say versus, but it's kind of like a relationship. Think of it as a relationship. It's the Great British Pound versus the US dollar. So for example, let's say, recently the Great British Pound, the economy of the United Kingdom, England, they just lowered their interest rate from 50%, 0.5% to 0.2%, 0.25%, excuse me. So anytime a country lowers their currency, that actually, it doesn't lower their currency value automatically. I mean, it doesn't just drop, but there will be a very, very volatile move down simply because a higher currency, or I should say a higher inflation, where higher interest rates are, that's going to attract more foreign investors because they're going to get more money with their money sitting in a higher interest yield account, basically.
Yeah.
That's not always the case. A lot of other macro meaning the bigger fours, a lot of macro events can affect the currency going up. And what you got to learn about the market is sometimes it may not react right away. And that's what you're going to have to study with trends, because what you'll see is news might be released and it may fall into what you thought was going to happen, but sometimes these currencies, they like to finish the trend that they're in first. So that's what Justin was kind of speaking about when he was saying like the fake outs and the testing of the markets to see kind of like the week and what's going on. Some people trade on Sunday, some people don't. It all comes with your skill level, you know. But one thing you definitely need to do is check out babypips.com, man. That's going to give you a very, very solid understanding and general breakdown of what everything is about. For example, resistance and support. Resistance is essentially when a currency is trying to break out of a rooftop, for example. Like, imagine like you having, you work out. Imagine you having like a bunch of weights on top of your shoulders, and you trying to break above that. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to push through that weight, right?
Yeah.
That weight essentially in the currency game is the sellers, but you got all these other buyers trying to push through that house saying, nah, we trying to buy this, we pushing this pound up, or we're pushing this dollar up, we trying to push it up and break through that resistance. Support is essentially the same thing, except now we're talking about going down. So let's say you're trying to punch through a log, or you're trying to punch through I'm trying to think of something that's hard to punch through. We'll just use a log or wood, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's possible to punch through wood. If you look at these martial artists, for example, they punch through it. But that wood or this currency, it has a lot of support. Now, what is that support? That could be buyers that's holding up the market, but you got all these sellers trying to come down and push through all that support that was holding the currency up.
Yeah.
So with baby pips, you're going to learn all about resistance and support. That's probably the main thing that you can digest first to really ingrain yourself in the currency world. Once you get that down, you'll be able to trade almost instantly. You'll be able to see a trend and be like, nah, it's not going to break that at this time. That's another big thing you got to understand. Timing and price. Timing and price is crucial in currency, because certain time frames or certain times during the week are going to trigger a currency to move. People think it's all about news, but you have to understand news is released at a certain time period. So I would also familiarize yourself with GMT. GMT is Greenwich time. the general population lives on that standard, what is it? Like just regular time. You know, we wake up at 6 a.m., for example, uh, take our lunches at 12 in the afternoon. Everybody get off work at 5 p.m. GMT is more of like a military time. And
Yeah.
the interesting thing I learned is that, you know, for a new day to begin, as far as in the currency world, it might be Monday to us, but it could still be Sunday in currency money. And that's not going to make sense right away. It's not, but it's just to give you an idea of how money moves, you know, the
Yeah.
timing of money. You know what I'm saying?
I understand
Like,
what you're saying, though.
you know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's Monday for us, it could still be Sunday in money because they haven't reached their time frame. So,
Yeah.
time, like I said, timing and price, man, is going to really affect that stuff. And you're absolutely right, bro. Like, Tuesdays, I would say Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the big currency moves. Wednesdays kind of like it could be, you know what I'm saying? It's like the middle of the week, it could be. But you just got to be careful with the fake outs. But the big moves are Tuesdays. The big moves that happen are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um,
So what main pairs do y'all focus on?
We'll
it
go.
fluctuates. I
Yeah.
mean, it depends on like the week, bro, or like what's going on. Like this week in particular, I'm gonna just let you know right now. I'm focused on the pound, and I'm focused on New Zealand because New Zealand is more than likely going to cut their interest rate. That's been in the news all month. It's not guaranteed, you know what I'm saying, but the chances of them cutting their rate are almost 90%.
Hmm.
So what's probably going to happen leading up until Wednesday is the market's going to build up the currency of New Zealand. It's going to build up the New Zealand currency, right?
Mm.
And it's going to shoot it up real high, getting everybody to think, yeah, it's about to break out. Yeah, it's about to break out. But then they're going to come in with that interest rate and say, oh, we're going to cut the rates. Um, Now, it doesn't mean that the New Zealand pair is going to fall like dramatically on all the pairs because you got to understand, like I said, each pair is a relationship. Um, like the New Zealand dollar with the US dollar. That's probably the major determinant of the New Zealand dollar. You also got the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, or the New Zealand dollar with the euro, or the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. Um, that's where it comes down to studying. You can't just automatically assume that each pair is going to move the same direction. I made that mistake, and I learned from that mistake. I'm still learning from those mistakes. But like Justin said before, in order for you to gain exposure and understanding in these markets, you're gonna have to lose money because losing money is not just it's not just for profit. It's a learning aspect. You learn from it, and you take those hits and you understand, oh, okay, I was too overexposed at this time, meaning I had too much risk in the market at this time. I should have been at this level, or you know what, I messed up. I was way too low on my not taking risks. I should have took a higher risk at this time and made more profit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that intermediate type of timing and price. So, like I said, this week in particular, I'm focused on the pound versus the dollar, the New Zealand dollar versus U.S. dollar, just because they're going to release probably the most news, um, and I've been looking at these pairs for a while, so I've kind of, I don't want to say I've mastered them, but I kind of know their behavior. I mean, it's really like women, bro. You've dated women, you know their personality. If you live with a woman, you know their personality and their trends and their habits.
Mm.
That's really all it comes down to. Knowing when this woman is finna hit her cycle, or knowing when this woman is gonna be in a really good mood to do something great. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's just really about reading those cycles and those timings because the market repeats itself back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the market makers use that as a way to build up the bigger trends. So you might see a pair shoot up all week and then Thursday come and then boom. It's traders, I don't know, they only trade maybe once or twice a month. but in those 1 or 2 times that they trade, they probably make it like 20 to 30,000, bro, instantly. And that ain't like they had to wait on it all day. I mean, they waited on it all week, I'm sure, but they knew the timing. They set up their stop losses, which is protecting you against the market going the other direction. They set up their risk level, and the market went their direction. They took their profits, and boom, they done. They wait for the next one. So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to build towards personally is not having to trade every day. I want to be the type of trader that I only got to trade maybe 3 or 4 times out of the month, and I make like 100K right off of that. That's
Yeah.
what the professionals are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hypnotized by the money they're making. They started off at a small scale just like you. You know what I'm saying? The advantage of our generation is the fact that we got Android smartphones. We can Google pretty much anything we want to know. Um, we can transfer money almost instantaneously, PayPal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just easier for us to get in and out of the markets. Whereas back in the day, a lot of times they had to wait sometimes a week or 2 weeks just to see what the currency valuation was before they could actually make a decision to buy or sell. So we have a faster market and a higher advantage when it comes to studying these currency pairs. So um, when you're studying, bro, take your time, really digest the information. Um, when you study in resistance to support, really get into the meat and veggies of, you know, like a pair breaking out. Okay, great. Did it break out above $1.50? Did it hold that $1.50 for a day, an hour, a month? You know what I'm saying? That's the timing and price of it. Because if it held it for just an hour, there's not enough buyers in that market. If it held it for a day, okay, maybe. If it held it for a month, all right, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of buyers sticking around because for whatever reason, they're just filling the New Zealand pair or, the euro, they just feeling that. So, yeah, babypips.com, man. I really ain't got too much other than that. Because I'm going to do a little bit of review of charts tonight. But I mean, as far as what I'm looking at for Sunday and Monday, there's not going to be much movement. The real trend is probably going to come during the London session going into Tuesday night. Going into Tuesday morning. Yeah, going into Tuesday morning. You can look at some of the news that's going to be released, and then that's going to kind of start to trigger up the trends. So really, you just got
Yeah.
to sit back and be patient with it.
So when you think I could start trading?
Whenever you want, bro.
I was gonna try to do it Tuesday night with the London one, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be up for London, then the ideal time to be up would be like
2 o'clock. Well,
two.
1 o'clock.
Yeah,
You'll have to evaluate your charts around like 8 and 9, and then around 10 you'll kind of watch, and then you'll sleep until about midnight, and then you'll be up until about 3.
That sounds good.
you might be able to just wake up at because Marcus, what part of the United States you live in?
I'm in Georgia.
You in Georgia? Oh, so you an hour ahead of us, ain't you?
Yeah, it's like what 11 something.
What
It's
time is
12.
it?
It's
Yeah, it's
12
it's
12 right
12.
now.
Yeah, it's 12 for you right now.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 12 o'clock for you. So let's say tonight was London. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's
Probably
Tuesday.
around 2.
Yeah, you gonna see the news. Um, See, that's the thing I'm kind of confused with because you might see the news at like 2 o'clock, 2:30 your time. Yeah. No, it would still be 3:30 your time. But for us, that's 2:30. So that's the thing I'm like
Yeah.
we're like thinking about like, are you gonna be able to see the news before us, or
Well, the news come on for us at like 12.
I don't
Well,
no, I don't
we'll all see it
mean.
at the same time.
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we all see it at the same time, bro. Because else
How,
every motherfuckers would be cheating.
how does it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, how does that work? Like, even though we're in different time frames, the news still gets released.
But I'm only gonna be in Georgia for like 3 more days. I'm gonna be in Ohio for good.
Okay. Well, all right. So yeah, I mean, you ain't got to be up all night. You just want to be up at a good time frame before news hits, because I mean, the market's going to present a buying opportunity or a selling opportunity. That's just kind of the laws of this game. Like, it'll present the opportunity, but it won't be there for long. Like, it's like, all right, get down to making a decision. And the basis of how I make my decisions is I look at the charts. Some people don't even need news, bro. They just look at the charts and they're like, all right, I got this. I don't even care about news. Like, whatever. They just know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just me personally, I'm looking at um, one of these right now, and I'm like already setting up like my indicators on my charts, like as far as where I want to enter at and where I want to take profit at.
Hey guys, I'm actually looking at a new broker right now. I'm testing some things out. This might be a broker that everyone's going to actually need to use to get the synergy. I mean, unless your synergy is working, but I got this from someone that's making a lot of money right now, and they use this broker. So,
Who they using, bro?
it's called hold on, FXCM.
Oh, bro, I just saw that one. Yo, that's a new one, I think, because you can trade like with a 1K lot size, apparently. Apparently, dude, it's so weird you brought that up. I literally was just looking at that, like not even 2 minutes ago. I was about to
Yeah.
sign up for it too. It says,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a new way to trade China. Wait, so you gotta have that for synergy, or is it like recommended?
I don't know, bro. I'm about to try it out because my synergy is not working. So
Oh, fuck.
Well, what is synergy?
it pretty much tells you when to trade.
Yeah, it's love, man. It's love.
So it's basically like a cheat code or something like that.
Uh,
Yeah, but we don't want to use it like that.
I mean, but when you think about it, bro, the market makers and the guys that's doing this professionally, they have automatic trading systems that execute all their trades for them.
Yeah, because they've entered the codes just like Reza did, so that's good. So yeah,
So
it's
technically, it's
obviously just gonna
legal.
keep. It's just gonna yeah, it's just gonna keep getting better and better.
Yeah, I mean, it's legal in my opinion. But Marcus, if you do trade, bro, don't feel like you got to trade with real money right away. Like, trust me, we're in the early stages of what this is. Like just to put it in perspective, like 10, 15 years ago, they didn't have really smartphones like this, so they were still doing it on computers. I think the Droid market and iPhones that didn't really explode, bro, until like 2005, 2006, when Facebook really started becoming a mobile platform and
Yeah.
people started using social networking, on their phones. That's when stuff started really like, popping out. So take your time with that demo account, man. Trust me, like word to the I mean, word from the guy that made a mistake. Like, take your time with those demo accounts because they're there to make you a better trader. Like, they're giving you 5 grand in free fake money. Okay, it's fake money, yeah. But when you understand the markets and you know that you're making the right calls, and you see that 5 grand account that you just built turned into say 100,000 or 200,000, then you already know how to do it, and you can go ahead and invest that $50, and you'll be at 200K or you'll be at 100K in that much faster of a time period.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's good to know the feeling of losing real money, but it is an emotional roller coaster. Let me tell you, like, it messes with you a little bit. But at the same time, you're gonna have to develop that confidence to, well, I shouldn't say confidence. I should say more so develop that resilience, what I'm saying, to not give up and to not be, dismayed or dissuade from, continuing and studying. Because sometimes when I lose real money, I'm like, oh, I don't want to study charts, or I'm going to take a break from, Forex, or I'm just not going to do it anymore. And that's not my mentality ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the future of how we're going to establish ourselves. Even outside of Kaizen, you know what I'm saying? If Kaizen wasn't around, I'd still be a successful trader. I'd still be killing these markets, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to use Synergy, you know what I'm saying, to help me develop myself and to show others that I'm using Synergy, to show that, this is credible. It's not just something that, you know, I I do to market myself. I'm actually using this tool, but at the same time, I want people to know like I'm an experienced trader. Like I've been doing this for, a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. Synergy is what I use in the past. I don't use it as much, but hey, I recommend it for you since you're just starting out. Things like that. So, don't underestimate that demo account, bro. Take it and use it. You in college still, so you got plenty of time to, practice, get better, and then when you're ready for that, final exam or that real test, what I'm saying, you already studied, what I'm saying, you already put the grind work in, so you sitting there with your money ready, what I'm saying? You sitting there already strapped and ready to go. You just being patient.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it to
I
work, guys.
I don't know how to use these charts. Like I'm lost.
Hey, no, 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 no. We're going through that tomorrow.
Yep.
What you guys are doing now is just downloading it, getting it functioning right, so we can actually start breaking down charts. And you guys need to be on your laptops. But guys, you guys are. I would suggest I'm gonna actually put money into this account, so I'm gonna withdraw my money from my other account. I think I'm gonna be using the FXCM. So Trey, I would suggest you withdraw your money.
Dude, I just downloaded it right now.
I'm about to withdraw mine. I'm about to put some in.
Are you transferring from your FX Glory account, or
I don't know how to transfer.
you got to go on the actual FX Glory account, and then no, like the website. You go on the website because I did it before. Like you can transfer in between your trading accounts on Traders Way, obviously, and you can do it on FX Glory. You just got to have the account number and password. Once you do that, you'll say, all right, where do you want to transfer this money? Um, as far as with FXCM, considering they're a different broker, I don't know if I don't know if there's any restrictions, but I mean it should work the same. I mean it's just
Right.
like any normal bank account.
Yeah. I'm just gonna withdraw.
This looks just like forex.com. Pretty much. This looks so weird, Justin. I'm not used to this type of like layout.
Yeah. That's what they recommended me. So
Synergy did?
no, but I got Synergy to actually work and work properly, and this is the broker people are recommending.
Oh, I got you. Uh, so you tried using FX Glory before and it didn't work for you?
No, it did work, but it wasn't working well. I slowed down. I can't get it to re-download, but I downloaded this broker. But I was getting rid of Trader's Way. I don't even want to use Trader's Way. Like I want to try something different, so I'm gonna try this one.
I feel. I might stick with them a little bit longer. I got Traders Way and FX Glory.
No, I'm gonna use a Trader's Way account for my.
So these brokers, like y'all never even talk to these people.
I've talked to them before. I mean, if I
If
had
you need
like
to, if you need to talk to like support and stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
you gotta understand they're like overseas, bro. So if you got like a mobile, if you got like a mobile account with like T-Mobile or Verizon, and they don't cover you on international calls, they gonna charge you like $5, I think, or $10.
Right.
So I email them if I got any problems, but most of the time you'll be fine. They're pretty professional about it. I made some withdrawals and it took the average 2 to 3 business days, I think. But yeah, good.
So what's the most y'all made like at a time? I'm just curious.
I knew that question was coming. I knew it.
35, 31.
Um, all right, so I gotta share one of my heartbreaking, I guess, stories, but at the same time, it's like a bittersweet story. Um, so the week of the Brexit, Marcus, you know what the Brexit was?
Nah.
All right, so the Brexit was like it's pretty much England exiting the European Union. Um, the it's not fully official yet, but what basically happened was the European, or no, the United Kingdom had been voting all. I mean, this goes back like I think like 8 or 9 months ago, but they had been voting to leave the European Union. And what that means is they wanted to exit because they wanted to establish their own trade, et
Oh, I
cetera, et
did. I
cetera.
heard about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
So check this. I think I started with I think like 150 or $100 that week, bro. And that was on like a Sunday or Monday, and I knew the Brexit was gonna happen. I mean, I knew it for some reason. So basically, what I was doing, I was just building up my account, getting ready for that big move on Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I think by the time Thursday came, dog, like that 100 and 150 I had was like I turned it into 1,200, and that was like 2 days.
Damn.
Like just not. I was barely even focused on the market, so I just knew. And so once Friday came around, dude, I was dead tired. I had been pulling like two all-nighters, uh, and I was still working, you know, on my job and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I get to work and I'm trying to like track the markets while at the same time, you know, doing my job and stuff and whatnot. And um, like the Great British Pound currency, the one that I was watching against the dollar, it broke above $1.50 and it didn't hold it. I think it was sitting up there for maybe like 15 or 30 minutes, if that, and then it shot back down. And it didn't shoot back down right away. So my thought was, yo, it's about to do another quick retracement, and then
Mm.
it's going to break. And I hadn't been looking at the news because I was at work, so I was trying to configure that. So I like entered a heavy lot size. I put in a lot of risk pretty much. And then it ended up flipping on me like instantly, dude. And then I like flexed out my whole account. So prime example of not trading with high risk when you're not in the right trend direction. Don't do that. Like, don't do it. But
Dang.
bro, I can tell you right now, like I knew the trend was gonna happen. I was getting greedy, you know what I'm saying, trying to make some extra ends. But then I knew it was gonna break away from 150. So had I been disciplined, had I been more disciplined and more trained and patient, and went ahead and sold when it hit 150, I think it touched like 150 and 30 pips extra. That's another part you guys will learn. It's terminology, but if I had sold at that time period and say I put like a lot size of $1 down or $1 down, $2 down, I probably would have made like 100 to 125K in four
Dang.
hours, bro, in 4 hours because of the fact that the move happened so quick and it literally just shot down. Like I'm talking the fastest pip drop like ever in the history of forex that I've seen personally. I don't know about any other trends, but this is probably the fastest. So from seeing that trend and hitting that loss, you know, it taught me to always be patient and wait for your setups. You know what I'm saying? Let that little small money walk because the trends that you want are the ones that are going to break out and hold. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I could still potentially be in that trade, and instead of taking profit right when it hit 135, 136, if I continue to ride that wave to where it is now at 130, 131, we probably would be talking like 200, 250K. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
But you're gonna learn how to stack your trades. I mean, some people don't recommend it. I personally do because it allows you to ride out trends and take profit. So you keep some money in the market and you take some money out. So it basically gives you the best of both worlds. But don't think about that right now. Like that's that next level shit. Like just think about learning the markets first. Um, once you figure out, the basic principles and you know what you're doing, then you can kind of start to stack trades and kind of double down, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like just like you would
Yeah.
if you were playing blackjack. You like, yo, I'm feeling this next hand, bro. I definitely feel like I'm about to get blackjack. So you double down on that shit. It's the same principles. You just be patient and wait for your setups. Once you do that, the market's gonna take care of you. I mean, in the end, like that's what it's gonna come down to.
Yeah. Dang. Only I know how to do this. I appreciate all the information though, man.
Oh, bro, no problem, man. You're gonna learn a whole lot more from not just me, but Justin, Kevin, Ian. Like this is just barely the tip of the iceberg, bro. There's so much more to this. Um, when me and Justin were just talking about that United games, that's like that's gonna be even like I can't wait for that shit, dude. Like I'm trying to get way more in depth with that and figure out who I'm gonna get involved because that's gonna require very little startup cost, but the return that you can get from it, dude. I mean, you can be paying like dude was talking about it on the YouTube channel. He was like, you pay $30 to start, and then it's $9.95 a month. But the return or the ROI is just another term for saying return on investment. Your return on investment is going to be like 1,000% or something like that. I don't know because you're going to be bringing in like six figures once you start getting 100 people under you, 200 people under you, 500 people under you, and it's an app. It's a gaming app. Everybody like that's the meat and veggies of the market today. Like everybody plays an app or a game. Like whether you play PlayStation, Xbox, whether you play Clash of Clans or Angry Birds or Candy Crush, whatever it is, like everybody has their own app, dude. Even Pokemon Go. So like that's just the market itself and I guess the demand for it. The demand's already there. I'm trying to be on the profit side, you know what I'm saying? The profit side where it's like, yo, we're the ones behind, getting these apps out there to the people. We're the ones that are telling them before it hits the street, like, yo, download this app or play this game because we're going to be bankrolling all off of their activity on that game. Now, I play Clash of Clans. I ain't going to snub, bro. I love Clash of Clans. I think it's a great game. I actually got a lot of ideas for the gaming app itself, but I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get more on that investing in that profit side where I can tell people about the game before it hits the streets. So this I think it's gonna drop United games or whatever like in September. It's supposed to drop. So what Justin said he got like 100, 130 people or something like that already. I think under him. I'm trying to get at least 50 people, 50 to 75 people under me where I'm just telling them download this app. And the United Games is going to recognize me as an affiliate. The affiliate is essentially the person that recommended you or directed you towards the game, and that's completely separate from Forex. That's completely separate from Kaizen. So, like, man, there's just I can't even stress the amount of like opportunity and making money there is outside of a 9 to 5, bro. Like, that's what people
Yeah.
gotta understand. Like, and it's hard to break away from that paradigm, so to speak, where people think you gotta work like that. They feel like you're not earning the honest living if you're not working in an office or on a farm or in some kind of techie job. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't have a skill, like I see that as people ignoring the evolution of what we call like society, bro. Like, okay, I decided not to listen to this great trend that broke out, and guess what? Since I ignored that trend, I didn't reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to be in that boat. I'm not trying to be in that side of the world where I'm trying to reap the rewards of the trends that I follow. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want to be the person that is sitting in the trend. I want to be the trend setter, like the person that established this before anybody else knew about it. That's where wealthy people get their dominance. I mean, they see something and they market it, they distribute it way before it really hits mainstream, and by the time it hits the general public, they already a 50% or a 70% shareholder in a company. So like I said, man, this is just the peak of the iceberg, man. There's so much that's about to break out in these next 5 to 10 years. So much that's gonna change. Um, and you gotta decide, like, are you gonna be a worker? Are you gonna be an investor? Um, there's entrepreneurs, the people that start up things. You know, where are you gonna be at on the chart? I mean, there's a chart I think in a book called you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
No.
Yeah,
It's a good book.
great
Um,
book.
but basically, it just breaks down, I guess, the four. How do I describe this? It's like the four areas of where you can be at as far as on the socioeconomic climate of the world. So you're a worker, you're a manager, you're an entrepreneur, or you're an investor. Those are the kind of four
Okay.
areas.
Hey guys, I got it figured out. When you guys do your Synergy Trader download, make sure you are using Internet Explorer file download. Do not use Chrome. That's why my Synergy was not working.
Oh,
All right, so
hey,
how do you get the synergy?
I will go through all that. You don't need it right now. Trust me. There's gonna be so much you're gonna have to learn before you.
yeah.
We'll call out that stuff for you guys. I don't want to get you guys too confused. But hey, I'm gonna end this call so people aren't freaking out and seeing a 3 hour webinar. You guys are free to talk, but
Yeah.
I'm going to delete or